right. Say your last words before I'm off in the night with the fuzz on my tail. You know I'll be paying the price, yeah. All right, before the video starts, just want to give a shout out to Yaggi for spending the time with me. It was pretty cool. We could sit there and kind of, talk everything out during this interview. But with that being said, appreciate everyone that is new to the channel. We're on the road to 3,000 subscribers, and enjoy the video. Welcome back to the J3G channel. I'm your host, JA3G. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's been a while since we've done an interview. It's definitely been a while. The first one that we had on this channel was Mockton, and Yaggi came up, a friend of Mockton. He said, hey man, check out some of my songs. I said, all right, no problem. And then I was like, you know what? Let's toss an interview in there. Why not? It's been a while since we haven't, done an interview. And I was just telling Yaggi before we started the video, at some point, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to start charging people because I'm gonna get overloaded. that's just what's gonna happen. I hate to do it, but I got two hands. I do everything myself. I got my own personal brand that I run now, the YouTube channel that I run, a lot of stuff in the background that you guys don't see. It's a lot. It's a lot of work, definitely. But we're here now. All right, we're on, what is it, Thursday night right now, 7 o'clock. We're gonna get these questions going. Introducing Yaggi. So go ahead and say hi to everybody.
What's going on, everybody?
So we're gonna keep this pretty simple, pretty basic. I went ahead and I did not Google one single question. I came up with these all myself. I think it's easier that way, and it kind of has a little bit more deeper thought. And it also makes it a little more challenging for the artists to kind of try and give their answer. But that's the point, though. That's the point. So first question we're gonna start off with. Before we do that, be sure to hit that like, be sure to hit that subscribe. I don't know if you did or not. All right, but first question we got here: who or what pushed you to start making music?
I ain't gonna lie, I never thought about rapping, not once. My homie Gucci, we were I don't know if you ever heard of the game called 5M. Those people that have PCs and shit. It's like role playing, GTA role play. And we was bored like at 5:30. We were both high, and I hear him freestyling, and he just get the come on, yeah. He put a beat on. I'm like, hell no, I ain't no rapper. He get the come on. He got annoying. So I'm like, all right, man, let me just try some. So I started doing it for like a whole hour with him. A week later, I catch myself listening to beats, and I'm just like, I bet. First song we made was like, it's about to be a year. Our first song that we made. First time I went into the studio, I was nervous. Horrible. I go back and listen to it. I'm laughing at it. I ain't gonna lie. But the person that actually made me a little bit better with my rapping, my homie Chop. Though, you gotta check him out. Real recommended. I ain't gonna lie. He's been rapping since we was kids. I just got tired of him trying to carry me on the song, so I got to pushing myself, trying to better myself. I ain't gonna lie.
No, I feel
it ain't gonna be easy trying to carry me anymore.
No, hell no. That's what you got to do. And that's like, it's kind of like the same thing that happened to me. I was in high school. This was like 6 years ago now. I was a sophomore in high school. And my buddy who's been rapping since like 7th grade, he's like, hey, I want you to try this. And I go, hell no, not happening. Not happening.
It's not easy.
Not happening.
It's not easy.
And he's like, all right, just try this. And I recorded it. Holy crap, it was ass. So it was absolutely terrible. The song is actually released. That verse with that song is actually released on SoundCloud. I'm not gonna listen to it live because it's that bad.
I mean, I'll show you like the song that I did the first time. I like it doing that because it shows me like, damn, I came a long way.
Oh, 100%.
I sound a lot better. My engineer, he get the smiling sometimes. He get the, yeah, you got a lot better. So I like seeing stuff like that. Like, damn, I know I'm getting better. And I know what I'm getting better, bro, because like when I do a song and I finish listening to the song, I just get the smiling. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. I just did a song in a video the other night. Might be my best song, I ain't gonna lie.
So far, so far,
so far.
you got plenty of time to go, and that's how I feel too. It's kind of like, over the years, especially when you get deeper into making music, you focus a lot more on sound, right? You focus
Hmm.
on quality, and I know there was a huge difference from the first song that I made, just sound wise.
Hmm.
Not even the verse or lyrics, just the sound compared to what I released. I think it was like 8 months ago. I released my that was the last song I released. It was on it's on
Hmm.
my channel. No, no, no. Um, but the sound quality in that is like top notch, and
Hmm.
it's like for from going from what you started as to the better sound quality, it takes time, but it also takes a vision, because it's difficult for people to see as an artist
Hmm.
um the kind of picture that you create for what you're making, because everyone kind of like the baby especially, he's very in the same lane with the same vocals, the same beats, and you already know what he's going to do every time the freaking beat
Hmm.
starts, right? You just know how he is. Whereas, you come across other artists that mess with the flows. NF is one of them. He'll go in there, he'll have a whole bunch of random beats with random flows, and it throws you for a whole twist. But
Hmm.
that's the genius, of music. It's being
I,
able to do that.
I'm still trying to. I'm still trying to see how I could change it. It's hard.
Oh,
It's hard.
100%. It's 100%.
Hard.
Because you get so used to like what you can do already, and you're like,
Hmm.
yeah, I'm comfortable here. Like I know what I'm doing. And then you try
Hmm.
something else, and you're like, yeah, we're gonna have to re-record that another 47 times. And no, like
Man,
I've been there, man. I've been there. Especially my buddy said, was it, my homie said, is like, hey, I want you to try rapping fast. Man, I think we re-recorded that verse so many damn times, I almost quit. It it was bad how many times he wanted me to re-record that verse, and he's gonna
but
go
see,
ahead
like
and do it like in one try, cause
at first when I first started, like the first song that we did, after that I wanted to keep going back to the studio, keep going. I was wasting money.
yeah,
I'm like, nah, I can't do that. I gotta get this shit perfect before I go in there, so I
mm-hmm,
won't have my money wasted. So it was hard, bro. I used to take like 2 3 months to make one song, one verse, and
yeah,
I'll have do a future. I mean, a feature with other people like my homie Chop Dog. When I first started, I was doing nothing but features, nothing but features. My homie and then from my block, they get the nah. You gotta start doing solos. You gotta start doing solos.
mm-hmm,
So I'm like, alright, I'm gonna try it. And oh, I forgot to mention, they kind of encouraged me to just do the music a little bit better. Cause if it wasn't for them, I was in the studio for 3 days in a row. I didn't
mm-hmm,
pay. I didn't pay. They was paying it. They was just paying it because they was bored, and it was better for me. Than you know what I'm saying. Like
yeah,
I could better myself with like different beats.
oh, 100%.
So without them, that they played a big part with that shit too.
Mm-hmm. And I don't know if you had this happen to you, because I know you're still relatively new, to your career and the what you're going into right now. But I know at the beginning I was very, very picky on beats. Like I
Facts.
felt like I felt like if it wasn't the right beat, I'm not even trying. Cause
I'm
it
still like
just
that.
and
I'm still
it's
like that.
man, it's hard to really get out of that, and I realized that when my homie said he said, hey, I really want us to do a collab album. And I said, okay, I mean, that's a long process, creating a whole album in the first place is a long process. Which right now there's like 4 or 5 songs, there's like an EP that we have that's not released. And that's just because a lot of the sounds and stuff I don't think are perfect enough. In
Hmm.
my eyes, on his end, he's like, oh, it sounds good, it's perfect. That's what music is about, though, right? You gotta make sure you sound the way you want to sound. And I got someone down in Louisiana where a lot of his music, it's very acquired. It's very unique because his flows really don't match the beat, right? The punches don't really match anything, but it's his style, right? It's his
Mm.
way of giving out that kind of music. So, and it's cool to see that. It's cool to see the
Hmm.
different kinds of styles and the things that people put into play. When it comes to making any kind of song. So,
Hmm.
and I know a lot of people start off like that. They do a lot of like what's it called, features. Like you said. If I'm not mistaken, Mockton started the same way. He had M&E Mafia that he was featured on a lot. Which it was, I think it was just him and his buddy. Same thing
Mhm.
with me. I started off with features through my buddy. I only have a handful of songs that I have solo, but it's difficult. It's difficult, and I know it got a lot easier. And I'll tell you, because you're still in that process right now, it gets a lot easier when you realize that you can really take anything and turn it into what you wanted to. And that realization was very difficult to come to, because it's like you doubt yourself, you doubt yourself, you
Mhm.
doubt yourself. You're like, I can't do that, I can't do that, I can't do that. Take a deep breath, listen to the beat, throw something out there. It might sound stupid, it might sound like you don't ever want to try the beat again, but try it. Sit there, throw something at it. If it don't sound right, try something else. Right? That's the whole point. That's why people stay around for a long time. That they're able to take those new styles and new sounds and new flows and
Mhm.
stay relevant.
Yeah, I was like that at work earlier today. I was trying to work on a new song. And I'm just like, man, I'm done with this shit. 30 minutes later, I'll just randomly catch myself listening to a beat. I'm like, nah, I guess not.
No, no, no. That's how it goes. That's definitely how it
Nah, but
goes.
I fuck with Mike. I met him one time only. I had booked a studio session for the jukebox,
Yeah,
and I had did the song that I wanted to show you, like little, like
yeah,
a little snippet. The one I'm about to show you, I had did it with him, but I had did it on a different beat in a different flow. And when I did my song, he liked my the shit that I was talking about,
yeah,
and he started showing me his songs, and I was like, nah, we got the same, how should I say, like the same style, that the shit that we talking about. Me personally, I don't like talking about all that drilling shit. That shit's kind of played out to me. I'm from Chicago. I hear that shit all the time.
yeah.
Talk about want to go slide, want to go. I'm good. I want to talk about what people going through, people
That's
that somebody can relate to. You know what I'm saying?
that's a hunt. And a lot of the times, especially for me, the music that I listen to, 95% of my Spotify playlist is actual lyrics. So like a lot of the songs that I listen to is strictly based off of actual concepts. It's
Hmm.
based off of real life. It's
Hmm.
based off of
Yeah.
things that you should hear. And I know one of the artists that what's it called, that I can't stress enough, that I like overall, just for his versatility and the ability that he has, is Dax. And I don't know if you've ever heard of Dax, but he's a very lyrical and very straightforward kind of artist. So, and a lot of his music is like, I can't even comprehend you how much it's done for me personally.
Hmm.
Just because of the impact it's had. And that's the kind of music we need. We need that music. We need somebody to let other people know that we're going through it too. Right? Right,
Hmm.
that we understand that you're not alone. We understand that someone else is out there having the same struggles. And like how I said during your God's plan reaction, with that bar that you said with family. Um it's true. It's true. And it's
If you, hey, if you like that one, you'll like Deep Thoughts better. I ain't gonna lie.
yeah, well
If
that
you like,
yeah,
if you just like that little verse, nah, you gotta hear Deep Thoughts. I ain't gonna lie.
yeah.
It took me like a couple months to write that song. I took my time with that one. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, it's one
With
of
the,
those like underrated lanes in music,
mm-hmm,
that is just so real that some people can't even listen to it, just because of how real it is.
mm-hmm,
And that's where I feel that music separates a lot of the time. And it's unfortunate that a lot of artists nowadays are forced to start their career in kind of a hip hop drill, that kind of mindset, because that's
mm-hmm,
what to get views, right? That's what brings you up into, the community. And it sucks. It really does suck that you have to do it that way, but it's almost the only way. And I got a family member that's, borderline Southside Chicago or Southside Chicago, and that's all he does. He goes into clubs, and I've heard some of his songs, and it is straight like
Hey, I'm glad you said that.
like
Cause a couple, hey, cause last week I told my baby mama, I'm like my girl. I told my girl, I'm like, hey, man, like I might as well just get this in the whole Chicago. I'll probably blow up like this.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like, man, it's fucked up to say, but man, it's
It
I don't know,
sucks.
man.
It's like it sucks, but it's true. And if you actually like go back and look at a lot of artists, Jordan Lucas being one of them, a lot of his like older stuff is straight just hood shit. Like a lot of
Mm-hmm.
his older stuff is straight hood shit. But again, it's what got attention.
Mm-hmm.
So he got that attention, and then when he now he comes out and now he actually shows his ability, right? He's showing the different flows. He's showing the songs that he can make that are sentimental or deep thoughts or a lot more story oriented. So it's cool to see that. It's definitely cool to
Mm-hmm.
see that. Let me move on to the next question here, because man, we just spent like 10 minutes on that one question, but it's all good. How did your first song appeal to you? Was it trash and you knew it, or did you know you were able to do it?
Trash. It was trash. My homie Gucci, he get the nah, it's raw. Nah, it might be raw to you, but nah, I don't like. I listen to music. I love music. I live off music. So that's what really helped me get a lot better as well. Like I just knew that song wasn't it, and I got the song everywhere. I pay DistroKid and United Masters.
Yeah,
So all my music I do, my shit's published out.
you
My shit's
know,
published out.
yeah,
Spotify, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, everything you could think of. iHeartRadio, all that.
yeah,
Pandora.
yeah,
I got my music out there. I'm not playing with my music. I'm taking this shit serious.
yeah. I had my music out there, and then I don't know what happened recently, but all of my music was removed from Spotify, from all services, and I'm kind of confused on why.
Hmm.
Because I know I paid my dues on United Masters, I paid my dues on DistroKid, so I really don't know exactly why. I mean, maybe it could have been that it wasn't my beat. I mean, I to an extent I get that, but I haven't had issues for years. And then this past year, my boy stuff, he's had two albums, full two albums on his Spotify wiped. All
Nah, I
his
just
stuff wiped.
a couple days ago they just took down my whole mixtape. My first mixtape called
Yeah,
Misguided. I don't know why,
yeah,
but I still have it on my YouTube channel. Like I remember you were saying that I had a few videos and you had went to my shorts. Those shorts are actually videos. They're actually songs,
yeah,
like 3 minute songs.
yeah,
I don't know if you've seen that, but I don't know why, but my YouTube channel, those songs that went to short, they YouTube moved those videos to shorts. I don't know why, and they're longer than 3 minutes.
yeah. It's I don't know what's been going on lately with with
Yeah, that shit threw me off. I hated that.
the algorithm and everything. I don't know what that problem is.
Yeah, but my
But
new mixtape that
trash.
I should drop, yeah, my new
Yeah.
mixtape I should drop, Problem Child. Yeah, I took my time with that.
As you should, man. As you should. Well, that actually gets almost to the next question here, because I reacted to God's plan. Obviously, we see that reaction. Um, how long was God's plan in the making? Like, when
That
did
one,
it come about?
mm, I don't want to sound corny or anything, bro, but we men, bro, you know what I'm saying? A lot of men go through a lot of shit and we forced to keep that shit in because we men.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I shed a couple tears writing that song.
Hmm.
It took me a little minute to write that one. That was one of the ones that took me a minute. It took me more than 2 months to make that. But I just couldn't find the beat. When I found the beat, I did it like twice so I could try to. I was like writing it too fast, like no ditties. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know why I said that, but look, bro, I was just my flow. I was just going non-stop, non-stop. Hold on, let me try something different. Let me try to slow it down a little bit,
Hmm.
and I caught it. I didn't even think it was gonna be that good till I started listening to. It. I'm like, nah, this motherfucker decent. It's something different.
So that took you what, you say, about 6 months to actually make?
Nah, I want to say
Like a good 3 months
like
for that?
three, yeah. But behind that, I was doing other songs.
Yeah.
I just wanted to perfect that one.
Yeah. No, I
You know what
get
I'm
it.
saying?
Everybody's different. Everybody's different for how long songs take, to publish. I asked, I think, a similar question to Makti when I had him on the interview. And he said, some songs he's been holding on to for over a year, and I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, it takes some serious time, especially if you want to master the craft and
Yep.
make sure that the sound is good. There's many, many, many artists that literally hold on to songs for years just to make sure that it sounds right. And obviously Eminem is one of them. I don't know if you guys, seen the new Death of Slim Shady, but the third song on their brand new dance was recorded in 2004. I
Damn.
was 2 years old when that song was made. So for him to, but it shows you, it shows the
Hmm.
dedication that some artists have, to making sure that their craft is, what they want it to be. So, and I give it respect. I 100% give it respect. You
Yeah, I
know,
got a song that I did with Chop. It's about to be a year. I only got like 3, 4 lines on there. I'm still trying to make it. I still trying to work on it to this day. I can't, bro. Like when you know somebody is raw on the beat, bro, you try to,
oh
nah,
man,
bro.
you have no idea, cause my buddy, and I know he takes it easy on me, and I love him for it, but bro,
Nah, my boy Chop, he don't take nothing. Nah, you got it. You gotta go do it. Go do it.
oh,
Go do it.
I know. The last couple of times, like I said, my boy sent me a beat, and he sent me his verse on the beat, and I'm like,
Yeah, hey, that's how I was the first time. The first times I ever did features with Chop, I used to tell him like, bro, I gotta go first because if you go, bro, I'm not even gonna want to do it because I'm gonna see
I'm
it.
cooked.
You feel me? So I tell him all the time, like, but now that I got a little bit better, I don't mind it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying?
But that's the confidence, then, and it's hard to gain confidence when you know there's someone that does it well already, and you're
Hmm.
trying to catch up to them. But it's that barrier, it's that barrier that you try to break and dig into your zone, right? Your
But
area.
see what had made it easier for me with that confidence shit that you talking about.
Hmm.
Everybody got different styles. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying? You can't.
100%.
That's why it made it easier for me. When I first started, I always wanted to compare myself with somebody else. You can't. Everybody got different sounds. Everybody got different styles.
Yeah,
You know,
100%.
that's the good thing about making music with other people because you get to hear their styles, their
Yeah,
flows. You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? So
No,
at the
and
end of the
that's,
day, you're gonna lose before you win.
man, how you keep going to my next questions, bro? Like, I didn't send you this list. I promise you guys, I didn't send him his list. The next question is, whose style of music would you compare most to?
My mine's
Yeah. So, like, if there was an artist right now in the world, who would you compare it most to? The way that you would think, the way that you would split a verse, the way the beat carries itself.
not gonna lie. I'm a big fan of Young and Ace. I don't know if you know who that Young and Ace is.
Now, hold on,
He
hold on, hold on, hold on. For future reaction, you
Young and
said,
Ace. Young and Ace. He's a Florida rapper.
hey man, that's I may be old, all right, but I still do pen and paper. All right, I
No,
still got
that's true. Yeah,
man, I still got like, and this is just for today. I still got 3 videos to record after this, so
yeah.
I be working, man. I sit here working,
But
but
nah, honestly, I don't compare myself with anybody. You know, everybody got writer's block when they try to do a song.
tell me
So
about it.
you go back, try to listen to something else so you could relate to it. Be like, all right, bet. You know,
Mm-hmm.
my go to is Young and Ace. He raw, man. He
So
raw.
there you go. I mean, just like everybody has that one artist that they could connect with, right? Just
Hmm.
on that level, right? For me, it's Dax. For you, it's Young and Mace. For Mockton, it's, I think he said Bruno Mars. I think that's what he said. Um, Interesting answer from him, by the way. But hey,
Yeah, I was about to say that Bruno Mars. I mean, shit.
yeah, I mean the interview's on YouTube, so if you want to go look at that interview, you could see the answers that he said to some of these questions. But these aren't the same ones, so
Hmm.
definitely interesting. Next question here: did you hesitate when releasing your first track, and why?
Nah, I didn't hesitate because everybody starts somewhere. And me, I just knew I was just gonna keep going. Me, I'm the person. If I start something, I'm gonna just keep going with it. I don't care if it's ass. It's just I'm gonna perfect with it. I'm gonna
That's
keep pushing myself to it. I, criticisms and all that, it's cool. I could take the criticisms.
that's
You know what
what
I'm saying? It makes me a little bit better when I take the criticisms.
and
You know?
that's hard for a lot of people. Honestly,
Mm-hmm.
it's hard to have someone, especially like me, a reaction YouTuber, come in there and just kind of dissect, every piece of the song that you might not even thought of. And but that's why I'm here, right? I'm
Mm-hmm.
here to catch, the little ad libs in the back, if the beat's on tempo, if your voice is too high, right? I catch that. And it's good to see that. It's good to have that feedback. The question becomes, do you take the feedback? That's the question. And a lot of
Mm-hmm.
artists, they don't, right? They see the feedback and they're like, ah, nah, I don't know what he's talking about. Like this is
Mm-hmm.
perfect, or no. And a lot of the problem that we have in our society today is not being able to have that conversation. That someone needs help or assistance with something and they just don't
Mm-hmm.
want to take it, right? And I hear this, I've been hearing the term a lot recently. I don't know why. And the term goes, you could take a horse to the pond, but you can't make him drink water. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's the same concept, right? It's the same thing. But confidence and doing something the first time is the hardest thing to do, right? This YouTube channel that I have here, do you guys think it was my first YouTube channel? No, not even close. This is my 8th YouTube channel before I finally figured out how to gain views, how to gain traction, how to get people to come back. It took 8 YouTube channels, trial and error, to finally
I'm still trying to
figure out.
figure out how to get that track, track people in. It's hard. It's
Yeah.
more hard when you're doing everything on your own with
Oh,
no help.
100%, 100%. And that's,
Everything that I'm doing is all on my own, bro.
yeah, yeah.
That shit's hard.
Yeah, 100%. It's like I said, it's very difficult when you don't have a support system. It's extremely difficult. And like I know you felt that sigh right there. Um, I feel that sigh too, right? I'm in a family right now that I love my family. Don't get me wrong. At the same time, there's there's room for improvement, and if they don't see that, then I don't know what to tell you, because and I've heard this too, and I might put this on one of my t-shirts on my brand. um I heard this quote somewhere, somebody said it on a podcast, and they said, God, if you're a God believer, um God shows you your plan. He doesn't show your mother, he doesn't show your brother, he doesn't show your
Mm-hmm.
sister, your girlfriend, your kids, nobody. He shows you your plan. So that's up to you to figure out what you're going to do with what he gave you. And it really resonated with me, right? It really sticks in your head. It's like, well, yeah. I mean, and you see a lot of success stories, from even actors, some that don't even graduate high school, that become very successful millionaires just because they took that extra step, right? Right. They,
Mm-hmm.
they believed in themselves, right? They gave an opportunity for themselves. And if you're not willing to take that opportunity and to trial and error and trial and error and trial and error, you're gonna stay in the same spot. And it's like, my parents, I love my parents, don't get me wrong, they would never do what I'm doing. By far, they would never do what I'm doing. And they're traditional.
Mm-hmm.
Surprise, surprise. Right? And my sister's only 2 years older than me, so she's relatively my age. But she got stuck in the crosshairs of my parents. So now she's more
Mm-hmm.
on, my parents and kind of making them happy. And it's like, I don't care about making someone happy, right? I care about being myself. I care about doing what I need to do, now that I have a son also, because I'm a father. A lot of the things that we do now, it is amazing how much your mindset changes when you have a child.
Man,
It
hey,
is amazing. Like, it's overnight, how fast, like, you wake up and you're like, wow, like that belongs to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you think about it a lot differently. Like, now I have to go to work. I gotta make it out of here. I gotta support, and that's the mentality that you should have had, though, even if you were by yourself, right? Like, even before kids, right? Because you want to get out there. You want to make it, into the world.
mm-hmm.
And it's cool to see people that in that situation, right? I just recently seen, blew my mind away. um I know a friend of mine, known him for about 10 years now, and he recently just became a millionaire. He is my age, 22 years old. He recently just became a millionaire. When you know someone for over a decade and they come out of nowhere, and they're a self-made millionaire because they found out how to do it, it opens your eyes on like a huge scale. Because it's like, what did I miss? Right? I'm over here sitting here wasting my time playing Call of Duty or GTA or whatever. Meanwhile, this guy's in the Bahamas. He's in Dubai driving a Rolls Royce. And it's like, why? Right? Like, how did we get there? How did you get there? The first step. You see what I'm saying? It goes all back to the same thing. The first step. Take that first step. You're going to make it. You got to believe you're going to make it, and you'll make it. Right? And that's, and what's it called? I just made these. I'll share my screen so everybody can see it here. I just made these, right? The stream is still running. Pause your resources. I don't know what just happened. All right.
No, I can see it.
Hopefully it's visible. So I just made these, right? They're t-shirts that specifically say, "Be comfortable with the uncomfortable," right?
You
And
did that yourself?
yeah, this is my personal branding. So guys, if you haven't already, I mean, hopefully, save it. It's because it freaking resets when I'm changing screens. That's why. But this is my personal branding. So guys, link will be down below if you guys want to go check out, some of the products that I have on there. But everything that I have on here was a collection of what I believe you should be doing in life at your exact moment, right? And no matter the circumstance, you should be breaking the cycle. You should be evolving your mindset, right? You should be being comfortable with the uncomfortable, doing something that you don't want to do, but you have to do it because it's going to benefit you,
I like
right?
that. Break the cycle.
Yeah, that I just ordered that when it comes in. Well, for me, I just ordered mine. It comes in Saturday, in that color too. But same thing. Like when I put this merch on, when I first get it and I put it on, it's gonna change me, and it's gonna change me not only because I made it, but because I believe in it. Right? I believe in a lot of the stuff, and this is all me. Right? All this branding, this whole page was created by me. So I spent the time to research, to learn, right? You sitting here watching this video, whoever you are, you could be doing the same thing, right? And this is your calling right now, whoever's watching the video, to go do it, right? To learn, right? To sit there for hours and learn how to create a business, right? Learn how to, work with partners, learn how to do something that you're not comfortable doing, right? Because that's how you're going to get far in life.
Hey, you say you're 22?
Yeah.
Yeah, you young.
uh,
Yeah, you young. I wish I would have started this rapping shit a few years ago.
it's never too late, man. It's never too late. And like I said, especially for a lot of actors, Morgan Freeman being one of them. He didn't get his first acting big break till he was 46 years old.
Damn.
So,
I still hear from time to time like, damn, Yaggi, you old to be doing music.
nah, nah,
It's
nah,
cool. It's
nah,
cool.
nah,
I'm not
man.
stopping. I found something I like to do,
I mean, like,
and I'm the person that I don't like to vent.
yeah.
So yeah, bro.
I get it.
Like,
I just went off right there, though, man. I talk too much. All right, hold on. So, we're going to move on to the next question here. We got to get Yaggi on here. Let's see. So, in terms of how do you feel about the new generation of hip hop and rap compared to how it was in the 90s and early 2000s?
them YNs, them YNs is crazy, man. But don't get me wrong, I like their music though. They they got some shit out there. I ain't gonna lie, but they be saying some crazy shit on there. I ain't gonna lie.
That's what I feel like. I don't know. Like I have mixed emotions. I like the new style of rapping because a lot of people create cool beats. The beats are
Mm-hmm.
definitely pretty cool. As far as the actual substance, it is almost impossible to find an artist that has substance when it comes to rap, especially when
Mm-hmm.
you got Lil Pump, you got all these littles and all the freaking 645 AR, sounding like a mouse on the mic, but it's
They make it happen though. Don't get me
oh,
wrong, they make it
100%.
happen, man. I'm like, man, what the
100%.
man?
Yeah, yeah. You be listening to it and you're like, how does this even have like 100 million plays? And it
I'm not
don't
gonna lie,
it don't
like,
make
bro, like
sense.
sometimes when I listen to their music, sometimes, bro, I just be like, man, bro, if they could do it, I could do it.
Oh,
And they're not
100%.
even saying shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Half of the time, they just talking about the same shit.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can't relate to that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Nah, I mean, somebody gonna relate to it. You know, don't get me wrong. You
Oh,
know,
yeah.
I'm not down talking nobody. The music shit ain't easy. You know, they just have a big support system with them. You know, so we just gotta build our shit from the ground up,
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
brick by brick.
Brick by brick, man. Brick by help me build my wall, right? And that Will Smith said, brick by brick,
Mhm.
build your wall, right? You know, like I said, it's the first step. Take that leap. You know, if you think you got it, try it. Ain't no one stopping you from trying, right? Ain't no one stopping you. This is how we started, right? You think I started YouTube, like I said, with one channel? No. You think I started with 3 monitors that I have here? No. Or the desk or my expensive what's it called, camera? That no, this whole thing took me 4 to 5 years to figure out, right? I've been working
Mhm.
on this since I was a teenager. So for me to finally figure out the system and now just kind of let it play out and let it grow, you know, little by little, because we're closing in on 3,000 subscribers now. um it's it's cool to see that, right? It's cool to see that something you had as an idea is now coming to life,
Mhm.
right? That's what it's cool to see, and especially with music, that's it is so rewarding as an artist to have an idea and to have it almost come to life in the way you wanted it, right?
Mhm.
You know, and there might be one or two things off. That's just how I believe that's how music goes. I believe any song you're gonna release, there's gonna be something in the back of your mind that's saying, should that part be a little higher, right? Should I make that verse a little longer, right? Should the beat ride out a little? There's always something in your mind that can perfect the song more,
Mhm.
even though it's perfected.
Yep, I do it all the time when I do music. I tell my engineer and the people with me, like, does that sound good? They be like, yeah. And I just be like, nah, something's off.
Yeah,
Nobody knows but you.
yeah, yeah,
Nobody knows but you.
a
You
hundred
know what I'm
percent.
saying? This is your music, so you're gonna
Yeah,
do it how you like it. You know what I'm saying? And then when you go in there and fix it, they'll be like, nah, that's a lot better.
no, 100%, a hundred
You know what I'm
percent.
saying?
You go in, like I said, you go in, you test stuff, and you play with it, right? You have fun with it, you play with it, you mess with the sound, and eventually, you know, something's gonna kick. And when it kicks, as an artist, it's always cool to have that ability that you know when it kicks,
Hmm.
right? You know when it switches over, and you're like, all right, cool, we're good now, right? We're good. We know where we're at. Um, yeah, no, definitely cool. Let's see. What's one of the hardest things to do during the process of making a song for you? Is it finding the beat, writing the lyrics, having the mental, you know, willingness to write, willpower, or just motivation in general?
Motivation. And basically just talk about the shit you going through. Me, the way I do it with my beats and making music, I don't know if you ever heard it, but sometimes you could feel a beat talking to you. Like you
Mm-hmm.
could feel like you listen to a beat, you could damn near just picture everything the song already.
Oh yeah,
You
yeah.
could picture the song already, like everything that you're saying, but you're not even saying anything. But the hardest part for me to make a song is how am I gonna start it?
Mm-hmm.
That's the hard part right there. I'm not gonna lie. I still have a hard time with that. How what first line am I gonna say to start the song?
Yeah,
That's the hardest part.
it's like, how do I say this? It's true. I mean, nonetheless, it's true because it's like the first thing that I think of, right? And I said this on your reaction too for I think God's plan, replayability, right. You want people to listen to your music, right? Which
Hmm.
means I believe, right, that every artist should at least be heard, right? I believe that the vocals should be heard unless you're doing some kind of Zamba style where it's supposed to be high as hell and I can't hear you. But other than that, you should be heard. You deserve to be heard, right? No matter if you're talking crap or you have a message, right? Let me hear you. Because the amount
Hmm.
of times that I've tried to listen to like a lot of newer songs, you know, from different artists, I can't hear shit. And it's just like, I want to, but I can't. And even it's crazy because even Eminem can do Godzilla, and he can say every word, and you could break it down and still understand what he's saying. And
Hmm.
there's people that can't even do that, right? They say like 4 or 5 words, mash them all together with a high ass auto tune, and then you got, and I'm like, what the fuck am I hearing? Like I don't understand. But
No,
it's
I
just
get what you're saying too, but like when you're listening to hip hop, rap, a lot of hood people,
that's the
we
way they
got
go.
slurs.
That's
We
the way
got
they
no,
go. Yeah,
it's not the way we go, but it's just like we have slurs.
yeah. Well, it's the
You know what I'm saying?
lingo. It's the lingo, right?
Yeah, that yeah, it's the way we speak.
Yeah, it's the
Like
lingo.
I went to a studio not too long ago, and I ain't never going back. I ain't gonna lie.
No, but it's the lingo, it's the dialect, you know, as well, you know, the different words that, you know, for you guys it might not mean anything, but you
Hmm.
know, for you, like you just said, you know, in your territory or wherever you're at, that could mean a big deal. You know, you could be saying something that could piss someone off, or you shouldn't say it in the first place.
Hmm.
Um, but that's, you know, it's I mean, for me, you know, it's with languages because you know I'm Puerto Rican, so my dialect is a little different. But it's just like it's I don't know, it's mixed emotions, and like I said, I don't mind listening to like drill or you know like hood kind of rap. um it's just not my thing in the first place, right? Because
Yeah.
like I said, I like listening to messages. I like listening to, you know, stuff that's gonna either be like a good up tempo, right? It's either like a
Mhm.
good summer song or you know something kind of to vibe to, or just something that's giving me a message, right? It's making me think, right? It's making me a better person. And there's quite a bit of songs that I have a separate playlist. They're all just straight motivational songs. And
No, but I knew what you said though when you did the reaction to my first song, the Problem Child. I knew what you were talking about because I peeped it too when I first did it. It was the auto tune,
mhm.
so I was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna send them another one." And you fuck with it.
Oh, 100%. But like I said, this is a trial and error process, right?
Hmm.
It would be wrong as a reaction, you know, a reaction person or a channel to do something based off of one song, right?
Right.
That would be straight bogus. Because if that was the case, I would lose half my audience automatically. Um, you got to give people the chance, right? You got to give
Hmm.
them the opportunity. And I did the same thing with Mockton. You know, there was I think it was the first song that he sent me with Little Phantom. I didn't really care for it at all, right? I mean, it just wasn't my cup of tea. The
Hmm.
beat was off, the auto tune was high as hell. But then he sent me another song and it was perfect. So it's just you got to give the artist the opportunity to show what they're capable of. And
Hmm.
then, you know, once they do that, then you got to keep that open mind with them, right? You know, with me, I don't keep an open mind with, like I said, the baby because he sounds the same in every song. So it don't matter. I don't keep an open mind because he don't change his flow. He don't do anything. Um, he's relevant because he has followers.
Hmm.
But that's about it. Um, but it's you know it's good to hear and to give the opportunity to anyone, you know, that deserves it, right? You know that's new to music, that's upcoming in music, that's taking the time to, you know, show themselves. Because I'm not gonna lie,
Hmm.
it is very tough for a lot of new artists to just put their music out there. You know, making is not the issue. Putting it out there is the issue because
Hmm.
they're scared of the criticism. They're scared of, you know, what people are gonna say. They're scared of how it's gonna sound. It's a lot, right? And for some people, mentally it can mess with you. You know, mentally it can mess with you. That's why a lot of the times they say as a YouTuber, you know, as bigger YouTubers,
Securities.
yeah, they say as a YouTuber, don't read comments. That's what they tell you when you start making more videos and you start becoming a bigger YouTuber.
Hmm.
They say don't read the comments because mentally it messes with you, right? From the negative comments, because all that happens is that one negative comment is gonna outweigh all the positives. And for a lot of reaction YouTubers, that's the case.
But I
And
mean,
it's
it do be different for certain people. Like me, I like the negative comments. Cause it
well,
shows me
yeah,
maybe they right. Maybe I did fuck up on this part, but then again, maybe I didn't. Maybe they just not used to this style.
yeah,
You know, maybe they just mad because they couldn't do it or they can't do it. I don't know, but I like it
yeah, yeah. And
because
that's
it helps me. It helps me talk about more stuff in the music.
There you go. I'll put that on my shirt because I had that as a quote early, it was like a couple years ago. My haters are my motivators.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but that's the way it should be, right? I mean, you're sitting here watching the video, right? You could be
Hey,
hating
but
on
it
me all you
sucks
want.
more. It sucks. Hey, no bullshit, bro. But it sucks more, bro, when the hate comes from the people that you know.
Oh man, when it
And the biggest supporters is the people you don't even know, bro.
yeah, yeah. Well, that's it's
That's
true.
just the way of life, I guess, you know?
That's that's the way it is, man. And it's like, for me, I don't know, like I've hit that point a couple months ago when I had the conversation with my parents because it was a very rough conversation. And I realized during that conversation that I'm on my own. Right. I think
Mm-hmm.
I think it was like the very first time that I came to conclusion with myself that whatever I want in life, that's it. I'm going for it. Right. And they're
Mm-hmm.
and they're not gonna stop me. And I don't care about the comments. I don't care about the criticism. I don't care because now you just lit a fire. Right. You lit a fire and the fire ain't gonna burn out until it gets what it wants. And my girlfriend loves me and hates me for that at the same time. Because it's like I'm not a convenient person. And what I mean by that is I don't go do something because I need it at that exact moment. I go do something whenever it pops in my head, right? Well, whenever I'm thinking I want something, I'm going to go get it the second it pops in my head.
Not for
And,
sure.
my parents were upset when I brought home a motorcycle. And they were like, well, the hell you bring home a motorcycle for? And I go, wanted a motorcycle. So I got a motorcycle. And they're like, what the hell you doing tomorrow? You don't have a light. Don't care.
Hey,
Don't
all
even
that
care.
criticism, all that criticism and all that hate, I'm talking about that shit in this new song, bro. I'm telling you, bro. This new song is OD.
There you go, man. There we go.
OD, man.
We gonna be waiting for it. We're gonna be waiting for it. All right, let's see what we got here. We got two questions left. Do you feel there is anything holding you back from making more music or getting out there more?
Yep. No good support. That's the only thing.
Yeah, it's
There's no other answer but that.
yeah, it's true. But like this is realism, right?
Hmm.
If you've made it this far in the video, we're 47 minutes in. If you made it this far in the video, this is real. This is real life,
Hmm.
right? We literally just started communicating with each other how many days ago? Maybe three?
Like, yep.
Maybe like 3 days ago. This is as real as it gets. We barely know each other. And I'm like, you know what? Let's hop on a call. Let's do an interview because I'm open to it. He's open to it. It's real, right? This is authentic. It doesn't get more authentic than this, right?
It's just the
These,
experience, bro. Like different
oh, 100%.
experiences, bro. It's fun, bro.
Yeah.
You get to see different shit that you never thought you would be seeing. No bullshit, bro.
You be making connections that like you wouldn't even think were possible.
Hmm.
And I felt the same way when I started YouTube. The amount of times that it's really cool to see when I react to someone, especially that has a good amount of following. Example, Chris Webby I just did recently. I've done a couple videos for him.
Hey, I'm not
Um
gonna lie. That motherfucker right there, he can say some shit. I ain't gonna lie. He can say some shit.
that boy could go off. But
He can say some shit.
I did a reaction to him a while ago. I think it was like 2 years ago. But I just came back to him because I started doing videos again, on the channel, and he actually left a comment on the video. And to see just any artist in general, go down and actually care about their community and what people are talking about, or they care about the feedback, right? They care about the stuff that they're hearing from smaller reaction channels or whoever. I've
Hmm.
had what's it called? Who have I have? I've had Gmo Ski react to a comment. I've had Dax react to a comment. I've had Chris Webby. So I've had a couple artists that have actually found my channel and have commented. And seeing that, it also gives you like more fire, right?
Hmm.
It's like, they're noticing me, right? Because at the end of the day, technically speaking, we're all a number, right? Technically speaking, we're all a number. As much as, we're not in jail, we're still a number, right? You go to work today, right? If you get fired, doesn't
You're a
matter,
replacement.
Doesn't matter. Your replacement's around the corner. Your replacement probably walked in before you got to work, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because that's just the way of life. Right? That's just the way it is. People go based off of numbers. They go based off of verification, and the amount of times that I've heard how people are treated between not a blue check mark and a blue check mark, it is just it's just crazy, right?
Hey,
They go
good thing
based
you
off of
said that, bro,
following
because I tried doing that not that long ago. Nah, bro.
the verified check mark.
Yeah, I I'm barely learning this shit.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's definitely a lot to learn. Um, it's just crazy because people look at the number, right? And as I'm growing as a reaction YouTuber, people aren't looking at who I'm reacting to, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're looking at how many subscribers I have, right?
That's what they look at.
That's what
The
they're looking at.
views, the subscribes. Like, damn, bro, we all we all whether they like it or not, bro. We all striving for one thing.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, all of us, everybody.
Mm-hmm.
You don't like him, he don't like you, bro. At the end of the day, we all trying to get that one thing.
Bread.
Literally.
No, yeah, it's true. It's true. You sit here. I mean, I've been up since what 2:20 in the morning. I've been up since 2:20 in the morning. So I'm on 16 hours awake right now. I usually get about 3.5 to 4 hours of sleep every night.
Me too. Yeah.
So you know what that tells you? That's the difference right there between somebody that's willing to put it on the line, and make sure that everything gets done. Because you know
Mm-hmm.
how easy it is for me to get up and not go over to my computer and make a video. It is so easy for me to just look at my computer and go, yeah, I don't want to do it today. But that's not the point, right? You want to be consistent, right? I want to be able to
Mm-hmm.
at some point make some kind of living off of, partial YouTube. And we're coming very close to that. I should have been at that a while ago, but I kind of failed myself, and that's my fault. Um, but we're back, right? We're
Yeah,
back.
you gonna get there.
Yeah, we're back, and we're back with a vengeance because I've been
I'm
posting
gonna
nonstop.
I'm gonna be bugging you, so you know what I'm saying.
I don't
You gonna
care.
be there.
I
You
don't
gonna be
care.
there.
Y'all gonna bug me all you want. So let's what's it called? We got one more question here, and then we'll kind of wrap up what's going on. I know you said you dropped a mixtape, so technically, was that more of an EP or was that an album?
It was just a mixtape. I don't know, like
Like how many songs were on it?
10.
So it was like an album. Pretty because I consider EPs like anything like 4 to 5 songs. Like
Mm-hmm.
that's what I would consider an EP. Anything 7 or above, I'd consider an album.
Mm. I'm still kind of I'm still learning on that shit too.
Yeah,
My
that's
problem child, I got 8 or 9, 8 or 9. My problem
yeah,
child, I just released that one. Not even a month, about a month. I released that problem child.
yeah. That's what I would say. That's for me at least. I prefer albums to be 7 to 10 songs max. So for me, seeing every artist now dropping 20 plus songs, per album, I think it's a waste. And let me tell you why.
They and then they still do deluxe after
Yeah.
they already did a motherfucking 18 album song, and they still do like 7 more on there.
So here's why I think
Get that money
that's
though.
a bad idea, right? Here's why I think it's a bad idea. As an artist, I'm sure at some point you're going to build a vault, right? You're going to build a lot of songs that you want to release. So you just compile them to a whole album. No, no. I feel release it in moderation, right? Release an album, 7 to 10 songs. Don't go dormant. Don't release it. Don't be, in the dark for another 6, 7 months because you released an album, right? Keep the songs, right? People, if they like your music, keep the songs, release them little by little. Hey, release the album. A month later, release a single. A month later, release a single, right? Hold the music. Because a lot of people, they do that, 22 songs or 23 songs. That shit is already overplayed or done within 30 days, guaranteed.
Mm-hmm.
Guaranteed. You almost
Yep.
forget that it. I already forgot almost Kendrick Lamar's new album. Like it is already dormant. I mean, luckily it's
Mhm.
not. It's a little bit less of a track list, but again, it's who he is, right? It's how big he is that the replay value goes so high that people just stop listening to it,
Mhm.
right? But that's what I feel, right? If you're gonna drop an album that's 20 something songs, it's a waste. You know, you want to stay relevant, you want to stay in the scene, you want people to hear what you're doing, right? So release the album 7 to 10 songs, release a new song a month later, a month
Mhm.
later, a month later. You know, maybe 6 7 months down the line or a year down the line, release another album, and then just repeat the process. So that way you don't lose your people, right? You have a steady flow, right? And I rarely see artists do that. I
Mhm.
rarely see that. The only one that I see consistently doing that is a guy that goes by the name of Bazanji, that I've listened to a couple times. He releases a song, a little bit aggressive in my opinion, every week. He releases a brand new song every single Friday. That to me is a little aggressive, but you're trying to build your audience, right?
Mhm.
You know, you're trying to get out there, and if you got the vault and the music for it, why not?
Yep.
But at least it's not all one album smashed together and he's just leaving it, right? You know what I'm saying? So with Misguided being, you know, I think the most recent mixtape or album that you released, right?
First one.
So it's your
The
first one.
problem child. The problem child is a recent one.
So you got two albums.
Yeah.
She in the first year,
Mhm.
cooking,
Not even a year.
cooking.
The 6 or 7 months.
Oh, I'm gonna be paying attention, man. I'm paying attention. I'm gonna be listening. I'm gonna be giving
Apple
my thoughts and
Music.
opinions.
I'm on Apple Music. Everything you can think of. Every platform.
I'm gonna make sure, you know, like I said, I stay true, I stay real. That's why a lot of people actually enjoy watching my reactions because I don't cut corners. Right? I'm
Mhm.
gonna tell you if your sound is off. I'm gonna tell you if your auto tune's too high, if something needs to be blended, if something's missing in the background. I'm gonna tell you, right? It's not only for your benefit, but also
Other
mine.
people's. Yep.
Right? You know,
Yep.
I gotta make sure that, you know, if you want to get better as an artist, don't get pissed off at me because I told you what could be a little better.
Mhm.
Right? No, don't be upset about that. Um, in the meantime, we are at it was pretty close. We're 57 minutes right now. Damn.
That went by pretty quick. It felt like 20, 30 minutes. I
that's
ain't gonna lie.
that's what happens when you say you're talking, right? That's what happens. In the meantime, it's gonna rain in a couple minutes. Um, appreciate everybody tuning in for watching this interview. Maybe down the line, depending on, you know, circumstances, if I'm still doing videos. I should be. I promise myself I should be. But in case I go dormant for whatever reason, um,
Nah,
I
man. You
I
gonna
do
do it. You
plan
gonna do it.
I do plan to, you know, keep up with these guys, to keep up with anyone that does in the meantime come for any kind of interviews. I am gonna pledge as of today. Today is the 30th of January 2025. All right. Any artist, um, what's going on here? Oh, any artist that comes to my channel, wants an interview, if I'm under 5,000 subscribers, it's gonna be free. So spread the word, right? If you guys want to interview, if you want me to react to your songs, this is your chance. Because anytime the second I hit 5,001 subscriber, unfortunately, some of y'all are gonna have to start paying,
Mhm.
and that's just the nature of what's going on. All right.
Hey, before we end this, we gotta preview this real quick. This little snippet.
All right. Let me turn my microphone off. Hold on. All right. Go ahead.
Can you hear it?
Mm-hmm.
I'ma stand tall while the world is getting cold. God put his toughest battles on the strongest soldiers. Counting on his traumas getting heavy on my shoulders. Yeah, yeah,
make some real music, I'm getting tired of dissing. Keep your grass low, you can hear the snakes hissing. Niggas act like hoes the way that y'all be steady bitching. Plenty nights I wanna stop, but ain't no time for quitting. They want the clout, I want my riches, nigga, we ain't the same. I can really do it alone, let's set the record straight. You can keep your opinion, I just let them niggas hate. My
Hey, that was just a little.
How you gonna
Hey,
stop it mid? No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. I'm just playing.
that was just a little snippet, you know.
I'm just playing. I'm just playing.
That's without the edits and all that shit, but that shit's finna drop in a couple days, man.
Don't worry. Don't worry. We're here for it. We're here for it. I still, like I said, I got a lot of people to catch up on. I got a lot. Man, there's about 20 reactions that I could think of right now that really I need to catch up on. But in the meantime, like I always promised you guys, there will be videos. Like I said, recently, my son was in the hospital, so he's back home now. So God bless, everything's all good. But we're gonna get back to it. So I definitely took some days off to make sure that he was good. But there will be, like I said previously at the beginning of the year, reaction videos Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday, there will be reaction videos. How many is up to how I'm feeling. So automatically there should be one. I might do 2. I might do 3. Hell, I last week I think I did 6 in one day or something. I think I uploaded like 6 in one day. Depends on how I'm feeling. But I gotta stick to my promise. I gotta stick to my community and to everyone that supports the channel. So if you're new around here, be sure to hit that like, be sure to hit that subscribe. My personal branding is down below if you guys want to go grab yourself a t-shirt or something that may, pique your interest. But stay true to you, right? Stay true to, doing something that is going to benefit you in the long run. Don't let anyone push you around. We only got one life, right? That's all we get. We get one life, and you got to make the best of it. Just point blank period. You got to make the best of it. You got to try stuff you never thought you could, because you never know, right? You never know. It might be that one thing that you do that'll make you never work again, right? So you got to go out there and get it done.
Amen. Amen.
But anything else you want to say before we head off?
That last reaction you did on my song, somebody wanted you to do a reaction to one of my songs. I think we're finna hold off on that one. Nah, it's a good song. That was my first solo, but it's just I didn't like the concept of the stuff that I was talking about on there,
I get it, man. Like I said, I don't mind. Oh, my bad. I don't mind listening to newer kinds of music, right? I don't mind listening to, drill or, aggressive kind of rap, as long as I can hear what you're saying. Like,
no, you could definitely hear. Like it's clear. It's clear as day.
Yeah,
but
as long as I could hear it, I don't really care. As long as the beat's fire, I could hear it. Talk your smack, that's fine. But just, it's not normally my cup of tea, but I'm here for it. I'm definitely here for it.
God's Plan Part 2. God's Plan Part A.
Now I gotta do that. How many reactions are? Oh yeah, I'm cooking with videos right now. I'm cooking. I got 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. I got 15 videos in the last 4 weeks. That means I'm posting at least one every other day, which is about what I want. So, guys, please, if you're new around here, don't only check this out, right? We have other artists on the channel, right? We have a bunch of artists that are new and upcoming, or if you haven't heard of them before, might be a random name. Click on the video, right? Just see what they're about, right? We're about spreading positivity, and we're about creating, a bigger community than I could ever imagine. All right. With that being said, I'm your boy JA3G. This is Yaggi. We're out of here.